It's perfect.
But the world is what? Tribal.
Oh, did you catch that?
Alright, I've got about 5 or 6 great starts here.
Freaking phenomenal thesis.
You think I'd be here alone?
Bro, what?
This is phenomenal.
Santa rolling down the block in a Panzer.
I just watched you. You're not saying it.
Hold on. We missed one part though.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Salesmen React. We are here with a bunch of us door-to-door salesmen, a bunch as in 3. But this is a Christmas episode. We're gonna analyze some Christmas scenes that are honestly hilarious or iconic.
I'm gonna try to make some people laugh, but they're gonna bring some good stuff to the
Dude,
table.
you don't have to try to do that. We all know.
We're gonna start off with Elf the movie and break it down. Break it down, Krunk.
Oh, dude, I forgot.
Wait.
Christmas episode. I have a surprise for you guys. Hold on.
If this is not the best Christmas gift that you'll get, just imagine me and Cole folded up under your tree.
Do you have your hat on backwards under that? Cole drives truck for a living, by the way.
Drives truck and knocks doors. You will find nobody as mountain man as Cole.
I still gotta have somebody explain to me why it's called drive truck.
You sit in it and you drive. You're doing the math.
All right, let's go. Starting off with Elf.
All right, let's get her on.
What's this?
This is the North Pole.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
You never want to be combative at any point in any interaction. They're both being
No, it's not.
combative.
Yes, it is.
Back
No,
and
it's not.
forth,
Yes,
back
it
and
is.
forth.
Will Ferrell's for sure a rookie rep.
Yep.
And this dude is for sure a homeowner who's super annoyed.
Yep.
But is just still listening.
New trainee. It's like, say these words. I'm gonna do it, but no, you're not. Yes, you are.
Oh, okay. You saw from training
saying
guy.
it. No, you're not. I just watched you. You're not saying it.
I promise you're not.
Why are you smiling like that?
I just like to smile. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite. That's your favorite. 10 a.m. Santa's coming to town.
Oh my God! I know
Look
him.
at it, stone cold.
I know him.
He'll be here to take pictures with all the children.
Yeah.
Just keep your receipts. 10 a.m. tomorrow.
10 a.m. tomorrow.
Santa's coming to town.
Your body language, there's an underlying message that's sent. The words that the manager was saying were exciting, but his body language was like,
I hate my
what I'm
job.
doing.
I hate my life.
So this is the guy that calls me to ask me about my car's extended warranty. I can tell through your voice that there's no emotion.
Yeah, you hate your life.
You hate
your life,
everything that
right?
you do.
When he makes the announcement, he's actually pretty animated, right? And then his body language changes, and so does his voice, even though he's still kind of trying to make the announcement and be excited.
Okay, people, tomorrow morning.
So look at so he is pretty excited actually. So voice matches body language.
Santa's coming to town.
And then
Oh my God!
Is when you tell him no.
Here? I know him. I know him.
He'll be here to take pictures with all the children.
Complete change in voice and body language. If you're on the phone with this guy, you're like, this dude hates his job. I'm never buying
Please don't
anything from
contact
him.
me again.
If you were to analyze this, why it's funny, and technically speaking from body language or paraverbal standpoint, it's because of the mismatch of the conversation. And Will Ferrell's always up here, like level 9, silly, excited, and then the dude's just like, store manager's down here.
First day, new rookie rep who's like stoked to make a bunch of money but doesn't know his words yet.
That's how he sounds. That's actually how he sounds.
Yeah. He shows up and he's like, he has no idea what to say. Like words are just stuck in his throat, but like he's just got that enthusiasm. So he draws some attention from the door. Wife comes out. She's like, oh, what are you guys doing?
he's a little
and then
boy.
it's like, oh, this is embarrassing. You need to go somewhere else.
Next one. Well, this is still Elf.
All right, let's do this.
What did you say this guy's name was? The actor?
That would be Brother Dinkley. Peter Dinkley.
Peter Dinkley.
Brother Dinkley.
Mr. Dinkley.
All right.
Mr. Dinkley, welcome to the stage, Mr. Dinkley.
This guy is supposed to be a master of writing children's books. Miles Finch, he's a legend apparently. They bring him in to consult and like in the last minute, in the 11th hour, come up with a really good book idea.
Miles, I'm so happy you could come. I'm Walter Hobbs. Yeah, let's get the taken care of.
Such
Watson,
a power
he's
move.
getting it, yeah.
You're like, you go to shake someone's hand and you're like,
Give me the money first.
hey man, when we get to know each other better, we can shake hands.
Yeah.
He like commands control, and then Walter
right?
Yeah.
delegates control to him because this guy just came in and like owned it, and then by his tonalities of like certainty, he delegates everything to Miles.
All right. What have you guys got so far? Okay.
He obviously has the ideas, right? But he's asking them first, like, yeah, so tell me what you guys got. Giving them the illusion of control.
But once again, like from the beginning, he has control and he knows that. And you'll see when these guys interact that he'll maintain control.
Dale
Sales
Carnegie
related.
talks about like when you're working with a group of people, when you bring input in from the group prior to you just like stapling down what the plan's going to be, if people feel like they're a part of what the decision is moving forward based on what they brought up, all of a sudden they're going to be way more bought in than vice versa.
Also, look at his body language stance, just complete power,
Yep,
right?
open, controlled.
He's had some tough times down at the farm. You know, rabbits.
No. No tomatoes. Too vulnerable.
Maintains control.
Already. You see, I told you guys.
Cutting someone off and like saying, hey, no or yes, that only works once they've delegated to you as the expert.
Apparently, all we have is vegetables. I have no time, so, you can start there. I've got about 5 or 6 great starts here.
Freaking phenomenal thesis, dude.
Sweet.
And he continues there. I hear like hook. Thesis is a hook. It's the preface to why someone should listen to you. It's a summary of like what's about to happen, basically.
Yep.
But you don't give it all away, right?
Really psyched out of my mind about, it's one of those ideas where you're just like, yes!
If you were to just say these words, it's like not the best hook, right? You can't just say like, I got an idea that I'm psyched out of my mind about. It's like, yes. See if you can dissect what tonalities he's using here. We'll do it as he's talking.
Cool.
I have no time, so, you can start there. I've got about 5 or 6 great starts here. I got one idea that I'm especially psyched out of my mind
Certainty.
about.
Certainty.
It's one of those ideas where you're just...
Mr. Intrigue.
Mr.
Yes!
Intrigue. Certainty.
Certainty to obviousness to mystery and intrigue.
Yep.
The way that he's leading it to, he's building urgency. He's like, hey, you guys are like, you're doing all right, but wait till you hear what I have to say.
And it's like the ideas themselves are scarce.
Wait,
beyond the
hold on,
sales stuff?
hold on. We
Wait.
missed one part though.
Wait,
That
what?
I actually noticed it. So he future paces him after he gains his interest. He goes, picture this.
Great, could we hear it? I'll start with the cover. Picture this.
You're getting the customer in an emotional state as if they had already made the decision or they
Yeah.
had already
And then he's gonna
joined
justify
your
it.
team.
Yeah.
And then you justify it.
Oh, wow.
See that?
Nice,
Picture
dude.
this, you
Yeah.
I don't care who knows it. I didn't know you had elves working here.
The easiest way to get someone vilely upset at you, like just like rip you a new one, is to mismatch their tonality, but not in a try hard way, like where you're too low or whatever, but really go way above how you're supposed to be with them and mismatch them and speak out of your normal register of voice.
I was gonna say that like when you're not speaking in the register of voice, it's actually a mismatch of tonality. And
Part
then
of
the
it
way
is,
that
for
we like
sure.
address it is saying sound like yourself. 'Cause
Yeah.
then you're able to actually match the tonalities better.
So you try to calm it down, right?
So, on the cover above the title.
Does Santa know that you left the workshop?
Again, mismatch.
We're all laughing our heads off.
Did you have to borrow a reindeer to
Mismatch.
get down here?
Buddy.
Like he's uptoning, right? Like he's higher
Jack,
pitched.
Yep.
I get more action in a week than you've had your entire life. I've got
Now the
houses
customers.
in LA, Paris, and Vail.
Oh, you want to make somebody more mad than they already are? Just keep it going. You got to bring down the tone. Be a little more relaxed and down into your normal register of voice, because if someone gets really upset at you, the worst thing you could possibly do is treat them like a little child or a dog. And how do you do that tonally? It's
Like this.
Like this. Like
This is
exactly like what he
Exactly
does,
what he's
right?
doing, yeah.
Just you wipe that stupid smile off your face before I come over there and smack
just keep
off.
it on? Oh, now it's
Feeling
off.
strong, my friend. Call me Elf one more time.
I think he says it.
He's an angry elf.
Miles is super upset, and instead of going higher, he goes lower, and that would piss you off too even more. Just completely oblivious. Nothing worse than a sales rep who has no clue why he's making people upset. In any good comedy, you have someone that's almost like attached to the real world, so which is, in my opinion, Miles. Buddy is not from the real world, and
Nope.
so he's gonna just make someone really
He's
pissed.
from the
at
North
his-
Pole, boys. Is that where we found you from, Cole?
Well, how tall are you actually? Though?
How tall are you?
Settle down, guys.
But really though,
No comment.
Oh.
Are we 5'8"? Hold on, two separate questions. How tall are you, and how tall are you on your dating app?
If you're into honest guys, then I'm 5'9".
I'm married. I've never used a dating app before.
I'd say that too.
How?
I'm just kidding.
When it says height, like, can you write text that's like tall
Yes.
enough?
You want to know what my particular line was for a
Tall
period of
enough?
time? No.
Buffer
6'2"
than you.
if you're into tall guys, 5'9" if you're into honest guys.
Oh,
That way I cover all my bases.
That's
It's like,
good.
okay, short,
man.
stout.
Jeez.
I'm one of the hardest people on the planet to kidnap.
There's no chance anyone is throwing me or you in the back of a van. That is a
good.
matter of
Yeah,
fact.
freaking luck.
On to the next one.
Remember, this is just a storyboard.
The Santa Claus, bro, I must be so stupid because I didn't even realize until we watched it again this year. It's spelled clause as in like
Yeah,
legal clause.
Did the math on that today.
I was today years old when I found that out. I did
Yeah.
not know that until you just said that.
Welcome to the club. So you
Yeah.
put the jacket on, and it's like, okay, well, since you did action A, which led to action B,
Right, which
now
is the
you're
whole card,
this.
and then in the Santa Claus 2, they're looking at the clause, like the legal clause. My whole life I spelled
I'm
clause
23
wrong.
years old and I've spelled it wrong.
When writing Santa Claus, even like autocorrect would like put me right and say it's like CLAUS.
Get Cole for Christmas. Here I am doing a podcast.
But here is
guy's just
our
an idiot, I think.
preliminary total tank TV spot.
Yep, nailed it.
So
like
this
this
is
one a
actually a
lot.
sales scene. How would you coach this guy? What would you tell him to do differently?
The guy standing up,
Yeah.
probably bring value to the table before you open your mouth.
You're like,
That's what you're
I
gonna
just
do.
find a different profession. That's the
Yeah, it's like you
first-
should just stay at the table.
Our preliminary total tank TV spot.
I mean, his voice tells me that he doesn't want to be there for one. There's no conviction in what he's doing, and then he's got no enthusiasm in transferring value.
It's a little fake too, yeah?
Yeah,
so
it
he's
seems like if I were to imagine someone who's going to stand up and give me a presentation or a pitch, and I think of like the typical salesman that sounds like he's about to like flip one over on me. Yeah, like he just matched all of those just in his tonality.
This is the guy that stood up from that chair and had no idea what he was going to say. So, guys, this is this is what we're doing. This is what's going on. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be good.
Okay, now we've got Santa. He's up in the North Pole. He's getting ready for...
How would you have him do it differently if you're trying to really do a good hook before you showed someone that? Hey guys, listen, I got a great idea. I'm gonna warn you right now, it's a little unconventional. So like, you've probably never seen anything like this before, and at first glance, you might not even like it, but you give it a shot. Listen, I'm pretty sure this is the next big thing for toys. And I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, watch.
It's just a little thing. The elves,
What about the elves?
they look so funny.
They're supposed to look funny.
Just a little thing gives him back control, so he just pauses, right? And he's like, what about what?
This time, he's going...
He did the same thing.
Total tank.
Total tank.
Wait a minute. No way.
Now I
No
see what
way
you were
Santa's
saying.
going anywhere
See
without
what I mean?
us
Try
letting
hard.
He would if he's trying to sell the total tank.
Well, this
Again,
is
still, it's like he doesn't even meet him, right?
Santa rolling down the block in a Panzer.
Who's more passionate in this interaction too? It's the same thing that we talked about earlier. Who has more enthusiasm and who's transferring it better out of the two?
Clearly Tim Allen, right? Obviously.
Well, kids, I
Listen.
certainly hope you've been good this year, because it looks like Santa just took out the Pearson home. And another thing, but what about the reindeer? Reindeer and Santa, Santa and a reindeer, it's kind of a package deal. Calvin, you don't believe in Santa, do you?
Oh, did you catch that? And so this is what's so cool is like when someone's really masterful like Tim Allen, they're doing this stuff naturally. There's no way you say that to someone in a script like, hey, when so and so when they respond to this at this level, you gotta match them right here.
Yeah.
Santa, Santa and a reindeer, it's kind of
Watch.
a package deal. Calvin, you don't believe in Santa, do you?
Exactly the same,
perfect.
dude. It's perfect.
Presentation? We're not done yet. Since we've opened this box,
That's so good.
Build value.
it's got 10,000 parts. And even if you do get it together, it breaks 10 minutes later. Then you gotta spend more money just to buy new parts.
I thought that was the whole point.
No.
He even does it to him.
Yeah, he does. I thought that was the whole point. No.
He's building uncertainty in the other guy's case. by the
Oh,
tone of
right.
his voice.
Interesting, yeah.
He's like, what you're doing doesn't sound good. It's sketchy.
Interesting.
Well, the way that he's framing his logical and emotional case on your levels of certainty too is like night and day difference compared to the guy that was standing first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like all of a sudden he's coming in and he's like super confident in what he's saying with, with his logical case, and he just builds a ton of value in that. But you trust him because he's transferring the emotion and the certainty, and then obviously you got to have something that's worth a dang to sell too.
And he's Santa Claus, so he knows. If you guys have any ideas for things we should react to, maybe not Christmas because Christmas is now over. Any other like Hollywood sales scenes that are cool, or I guess Shark Tank that you like, or you want to see why or why not something was good from a sales perspective, whether or not it's even related to sales, I think we can try to pull some things out. So please comment and then consider subscribing. That would really mean a lot to us because we got a lot more of these coming, and I think it's going to be really fun. This is Spirited.
Wanna win? You gotta study human nature.
Is this a
Points out
movie or
something
what is
interesting.
this?
Yeah, it's what we call a musical.
Oh, nice.
Do either of you have musical talents? I've known you guys
I've
for
been
a
to
decent
sing
time.
a time or two.
I can sing
I can hold a tune if
under the
other
rest
people are singing.
Really? Yeah. See, if everyone else's volume is a lot higher than mine, I do great.
Sure.
As long as I'm right next to them and they drown me out in the background.
Pay attention to the value proposition of how you could position a live tree sales org in like making the live trees more appealing to sale.
All those interested? Lean in.
Which is funny that actually happens when you start. That's mystery and intrigue, right?
Yeah. Elicits interaction from the customer too.
This actually gets deeper into some human psychology principles that are interesting for sales.
We're also two.
He's such a good actor.
That's right. He's good.
Smart and right, and that's what you have to harness. If you wanna win this fight, see what you're really selling is.
You have to understand the customer better than they understand themselves.
Yep.
And that's kind of what he points out here in a way.
Ought to be, so your pitch becomes compelling, selling more than just a tree.
You catch that?
Yeah.
Your pitch becomes compelling, selling more than just the thing, you know?
And your cause, you can't either be fake like a tree.
And that is kind of what we always say, right? It's like you're not actually selling the thing, you're selling the outcomes of the thing.
Or take a stand for Santa Claus. We're bringing back Christmas. We're bringing back cheer.
It's got some good
I'm
moves,
not
man.
sure how I feel about this as a musical, honestly, but it's a cool idea.
Of yesteryear. Now it's some slight manipulation.
From an ethics standpoint, isn't that how most of the sales world sees sales.
100%.
Yeah, you might have to use some slight manipulation tactics. At the end of the day, it's fine, right? If it's not actually good for them or your interests aren't aligned, then like you shouldn't do it.
Or your message won't get through. We're bringing back decency. We're bringing back.
And notice how he's saying that with some ridiculousness. Decency.
The funny scent of a real authentic tree. They're literally eating out of his hand. Oh, it would be sure.
Will Ferrell's good in this.
Yeah.
At least the 20 minutes I watched of it.
We'd rebrand you as nostalgic. Tell your customers you care, but the world is what? Tribal. So if you want your sales to soar, it's not enough for folks to love you. They gotta hate your rivals more.
I mean, that's a super low level of sales, right?
Well, there's so much more trust from a prospect to you if you're not knocking on who they have already. For two reasons, too, because that looks bad on you, but that also justifies that they made a bad decision in going with them.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, now I'm just basically letting you know that you need to take more time before you make a decision with me.
Dude, totally.
Because you missed stuff in your prior decision.
Oh, it's Home Alone.
Yeah, this one's really good.
This one's fantastic from a sales perspective. Macaulay Culkin is actually really good.
Are those microwave dinners any good?
Bro, what?
This is phenomenal.
I really want to know already. Are those microwave dinners any good? No, I really want to know.
I don't know. I'll give him a whirl.
Did you see him match her?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
For the kids.
Dude.
Hold on, I got a coupon for that. It was in the paper this morning.
Applied obviousness.
It was in the paper this morning.
Obviously.
There
If
we
you
go.
were trying to convince someone that you were okay doing this, right? Because he's not supposed to be here.
lot of
What would you
implied
say?
obvious.
Obviousness, yeah, obviously.
Are you here all by yourself? Ma'am, I'm 8 years old. You think I'd be here alone? I don't think so.
Where's your father?
He's at work.
What about your brothers and your sisters?
I'm an only child.
Obviousness again.
I can't tell you that,
Why not?
because you're a stranger.
What are your guys' big takeaways?
If you do implied obviousness right, you can get anyone to believe anything you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a powerful technique for sure.
Couple that with a good logical case, though.
Yeah,
If you just sound like
right?
a ding-dong with your logical case, then you're a 50-50 chance. But
Yeah,
like he
for
was
sure.
so clear with what his points were, and he was able to build value on those points with like, obviously, this is why I'm at the store. Like, why are you even asking
like, come
me? That's
on.
a stupid question.
Yeah.
You don't have your coupon? Like, come on, step up, lady.
Guys, thanks for watching this episode, Christmas edition of Salesmen React to Bad and Great Christmas sales pitches. I guess they're not really maybe one or two actual sales
They
pitches.
became sales pitches. though.
I don't know
Yeah.
how we pulled out stuff that
was-
we did.
that
here.
was
We
fun,
did
dude. That was
little
awesome.
things.
All right,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna try to finish with a tritonal close. If nothing else, just watch for the hilarity of this. But we're gonna take one tonality each.
If you have a cell phone and half a brain, I would highly recommend that you look into subscribing to this channel.
And believe me, if you even had half as much fun hanging out with us as I think you did,
Yeah, I think you'll like it. Yeah, it should be pretty good. Just give it a shot.
Give it a shot, guys. Subscribe, baby.
Last thing, Cole and Talin, they are both hiring for their teams right now. If you guys are interested or know anybody, college age, although we'll take really anyone as long as they're at least 17, 18 years old. They're hiring for their sales teams where we talk and learn a lot of these things in a boot camp type setting, 3 or 4 months. We've got reps in their first 4 months with us every year that make 6 figures, sometimes multiple 6 figures, but $50,000 to $70,000 pretty easily. So they're hiring right now. We'll put their Instagram in the bio where you can reach out to them, although Talon's not on Instagram right now. So
Reach out on TikTok, baby.
You're in TikTok,
I
yeah,
am
follow
Talin
Talon.
Mortensen.
or just come to me.
see you guys. Bye.